Hey guys, how's it going? Hopefully you're all having a great day today. It's a bit sunny where I am. I am out at the Kingston Foreshore and the Causeway. Going to do an investigation here later tonight. Just thought I'd show you around through the day. There's heaps of history and haunted tales around this area, including this building here. So this building was thought to have been where the old morgue was. And a lot of people have reported just behind me a dark figure. Many people have seen this figure. Who knows if it was a ghost or shadow figure or something else. But this is actually the waste management centre for this area back in the day. So quite interesting. The entryway to the old Kingston Foreshore morgue. So behind me I have the site where the old morgue used to be, and there's some very interesting history and stories around this area. I did a tour here a couple of weeks ago with a lovely lady named Sarah Stewart. She does ghost tours of the foreshore. It's called Foreshore Ghosts and Tales. The Riot ACT actually did a piece on her tours, and it's really interesting. Some of the history I'll mention when we're investigating, but definitely go on that tour. Visit canberra.com.au, you can buy your tickets there. So this morgue, well, the Foreshore Forensic Medical Centre, which held fewer than 20 bodies at a time, had a plumbing mix-up in the early to mid-1980s, and reports were given of human waste entering the lake. I'll put the article up here. So there were 3 drains, 2 were grated and 1 was not. Put the pieces together. This lake and the area around the lake has seen much history. First, the Queanbeyan flood of 1976, where bodies and coffins were dragged down the flooded river from Old Queanbeyan Cemetery all the way to Lake Bellygriffin. People tend to also dump stolen vehicles in the lake, and at some point divers found a mountain of 5 to 7 cars on top of one another. One woman had been found strapped to her car 14 years after her death, and this was ruled as a suicide, while another was met with foul play. The body of Catherine Grosvenor was found weighed down by a concrete bollard, with witnesses saying they had seen men loading the bollard into the ute, but this crime still remains unsolved to this day. And the houses that you see these days in the Causeway are very modern compared to how they used to be in this photo. So cabins and tinned or wooden houses is what used to stand here while Kingston Foreshore and surrounds were being built. So these would be homes for many, many families who'd come from a long way, so they'd had a place to stay. This area also wasn't exactly well maintained during those times, as the electricity wires were just put on the outside of the house, hanging, dangling, and they weren't protected like they are now. And there was a boy that was playing with his brother, and they were playing catch. Anyway, the boy had thrown the ball too high and it landed on the roof. So he got up to go and retrieve the ball, and he had unfortunately fallen onto an electric wire and then to the ground. So he'd got electrocuted and was pronounced dead at the scene. It's a really, really sad story. But after this incident, the government was sort of standing up a bit more and making sure that the area was well maintained and the houses were rebuilt, and people were treated just as fairly as everybody else. Because, of course, from the 1950s and up, it was a fantastic, fun and enjoyable place to live. Good evening, guys. So we are back at the old Kingston Foreshore Medical Centre for Forensics. So I have with me Alyssa there.
Hey.
I got Steve And one team member is gone missing, but I'll introduce him in a second. And then we've got another 2 coming. I'm not sure if they want to be on here, so I won't say who they are out of respect to them. But they'll be here soon and they'll be joining us for the night's investigation. So let's get into it. All right.
Can we go?
So we're at Newcastle House. A figure is seen right there by many different people. Can we get a sign that you're here? Can you flash to red? We've already had some EMF readings off camera. And a lot of members of the team feeling some senses that someone's been following them. Alyssa's had problems with her flash. My light just went on me. I'm just using a regular torch at the moment. They do say ghosts mess with batteries. So does the cold. Yeah, it's not that cold here.
Yeah, it's not that cold.
Come on, can you give us a sign? Oh, that was one. Thank you. Can you flash a bit higher? Can you go to yellow or orange? I don't know if the camera's... Oh yeah, the camera is sort of picking up that. If you're a spirit here, can you flash again for me, please? Thank you. Do you think you can go higher? Very eerie place.
It is.
This is the Waste Management Centre for the Causeway back in the day. Kingston Foreshore. That torch that you just saw was another member of the team up the back. Can you flash one more time for me, please? Just one. Or can you show yourself by an orb or a light? Thank you. So this is Causeway Hall, and it was used on the weekends for discos. You could hire it out and do an event there, or little parties, get-togethers, scouts even. And there's a building to the side which is the toilets, unisex toilets. Every time the kids used to come down here and use the bathroom, they'd get a really eerie feeling about the place. We'd never come down here alone. Some of the girls used to even hold their bladders until they got home. There are people there at the moment, so I'm not sure if we're going to go up. But that's the Causeway Hall. Obviously this place is still very popular and still being used. I swear somebody just touched the top of my head. Okay. Look. You probably can't see properly, but these houses weren't as great back then as they were now. They were like old tin houses, and I think this one on the corner actually had an incident that happened there about what I told you earlier about the little boy. So I wanted to try the necrophonic here to see if we could get anything. But I don't think any of the team are coming up. Is there anyone here at the Causeway Hall with me? Can you flash to orange? Is the poor little boy who died by electricity around this area? I'm by myself. Can you give me a sign? Thank you. I'm not sure if you saw that, but just flash. There we go again. Just flash to the second green one. Thought I heard something behind me. Can you flash higher? There's a lot of like people around here still coming to put things in the rubbish bins, but there is no one behind me. And I thought I heard something rustling in the bushes or footsteps. I'll have to listen back. You flash higher. That's the Causeway Hall in front of it. Might not be getting anything because there are a lot of people around. Okay, we're back at the car. I'm just going to try the necrophonic. Is there anyone here with us? What's your name? Are you male or female? You sounded like a sex noise.
It did.
How old are you? Are you one of the men that died while building this area? Are you one of the spirits from the floods? Do you haunt the Forensic Medical Centre? Are you one of the victims of Lake Burley Griffin? Is your name Catherine? It's a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Catherine Grosvenor? Oops.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Hate it when it goes quiet.
I know it's scary.
I know. Okay, you can talk.
Are you the lady who committed suicide by driving into the lake in your car? And you weren't found till 14 years after your death. Do you know our names? How old are you? Are you male or female? Okay, so we're going to try the dowsing rods. Alyssa's going to ask some questions and we're going to see what we get. We do have a windbreaker, so let's go for it.
Okay. Is there anybody here that would like to communicate with us tonight?
Crossover means yes. Yes.
That's a definite yes. All right. Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Are you an adult male?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we're an adult male. Are you a spirit that died here building this area? That's a maybe. Because they're touching.
Yes.
So how they're just touching?
Yes, they're not crossing over.
Yeah, so that's like a maybe.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Or did they come in the floods?
Not two.
Okay, I'll do 2 questions then. Does your spirit dwell in Newcastle House? I take that as a no.
No. Well, it's
It
not
does
crossing
not.
over.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Mmm.
Interesting.
Interesting. It doesn't dwell in Newcastle House. Do you go near Causeway Hall? I take that as a no. Are you connected to the lake in some way?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a spirit box here. Anybody here with us? And here's some radio stations. Are you male or female? Just repeating some questions on different devices. Whereabouts in the foreshore do you dwell? How old are you? Do you want to communicate? So that was our investigation of Kingston Foreshore Medical Centre for Forensics and the Causeway and Lake Belly Griffin. We didn't get as much as I'd hoped, but that's how it goes. Hopefully I'll see you again for the next one, and Happy New Year to you all. Bye.